What's up everybody and welcome back to a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video, and I have not done a leak video in a while, but this one's going to be pretty cool, so I'm going to be talking about the new skills that have been leaked for the upcoming Jaden and Yubel character that we're going to be getting in July, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to that. So if you guys are looking forward to this leak video, especially because I haven't done one of these in a while, be sure to go smash that like button on the video down below, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell notification so you get notified for new videos and all that stuff. And also if you're a long-time supporter and want to support my channel even further, be sure to click that join button or check the description down below to become a YouTube member, but of course you don't have to if you don't want to. But without further ado, let's get into today's batch of leaks and all that good stuff right there. So the first part of leaks that I'm going to be talking about first, though, before we talk about the new Jaden and Yubel stuff, is a few miscellaneous leaks that I didn't really feel like there was much need to do dedicated graphics for, but we're going to be talking about a couple of the new campaigns and upcoming sales for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and of course, as always, credit to Duel Links Meta for some of the data mined content that we're going to be checking out in this video today. First thing we're going to talk about is that Yusei's birthday is actually coming up very soon. We have a Yusei birthday celebration campaign banner, and a Yusei Fudo birthday celebration gift is coming very soon. From what I remember correctly, Yusei's birthday is going to be coming out on July 7th. If I'll correct myself in post-editing if that's not the case, but hopefully we get some gems or something like that from this event. I would like to get a prismatic Stardust Dragon from his birthday celebration gift, but we all know that's not going to happen because Stardust Dragon is a box UR card. Still, it would be pretty cool if that was the case. That is for sure. But yeah, Yusei Fudo's birthday celebration gift, hope we get something good, especially some gems, because I could always use some gems. That is for sure. Next up, we have a couple upcoming sales. We have a sale coming on June 28th for 48 hours only. A sale will be happening where you can get UR and SR cards guaranteed. I believe that this is a pretty standard one that we get for the most part. It's like the $1 3-packs SR sale, and then like later on you'll like get more UR sales and stuff like that. So I'm assuming that's what it is and all that stuff, but it could be wrong. And then we're also getting this sale on July 1st, and I'm not too sure what type of sale this is. Like, is it like a random SR card from just only the recent mini box or what? But I don't really know what this sale is too much. This is a new banner that I haven't seen, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, a couple of sales coming into Duel Links, I might consider doing them. There's still a couple of cards that I want from the recent mini box. That would be nice, like getting all the magnet cards and stuff like that, because I only got one copy of Gamma Electromagnetic Warrior. So there's that right there. But yeah, just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, nothing too crazy to talk about. And now let's get into the bulk of today's video. First skill we're going to talk about is literally a skill with no description at all. It is Soul of 2. I'm curious if this is going to be an interesting skill or not, but it's definitely pointing towards the fact that this is a Jaden and Yubel skill, because of course the Jaden and Yubel character is two different souls merged into one. So hopefully it's a cool skill. Maybe it's an event exclusive skill, maybe it's like an NPC exclusive skill, or maybe it's like some sort of skill that we can get. But there's Soul 2. Nothing too crazy right there. Next up, we have Heavily Injured Hero. Play one elemental hero monster in attack position from your deck that is equal to or lower than the total battle and effect damage you receive the turn you activate the skill. The skill can only be used once per duel. This skill is actually really cool, just for the fact that if you do take a ton of damage, like for example, if you do take like 3,000 points of damage from one big monster, and all that stuff, you can play the Heavily Injured Hero skill, summon pretty much like any elemental hero monster you want from your deck, and just special summon it. I think this skill has the potential to be pretty good, and especially if you combo this with like Mirror Wall or Cosmic Cyclone, because now thinking about it, you can pay the cost of your Mirror Wall and then activate this skill during your main phase to just special summon an elemental hero when you take, battle or effect damage. So that's actually really cool. That might actually be a combo right there, to combo Mirror Wall, pay the cost to keep Mirror Wall on the field, and then special summon any elemental hero monster from your deck onto the field. Elemental heroes are still not at a point where I think that they're like meta, unless you count elemental hero Brave Neos, but that's because of Neos fusion stuff, all that stuff, not because it's an elemental hero monster. So there's that right there, but you never know. People might be able to figure out some really broken combos with that. This new elemental hero support is pretty cool. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at this skill, and this skill is a little bit of like a doozy, only because of the fact that so somebody in my Discord, D Game, he runs his own little Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links blog spot where it talks about the upcoming Duel Links leaks and all that stuff right there. And he notified me that potentially Duel Links Meta did their skill wrong for Neos Guard. So due to that, I'm going to show both the Duel Links Meta Neos Guard, and I'm going to be showing you guys the D Game Neos guard skill that was leaked, and I'm going to talk about both of them in this video right there. So I'm going to put D Games a blogspot link in the description down below. He's helped me in the past when it comes to data mine, so I can trust the dude. So whether or not Duel Links Metas is right or D Games is right, it doesn't really matter, but I wanted to talk about both of them just to keep you guys informed on this situation. So the first one we're going to talk about is specifically from Duel Links Metas right here. Neos Guard from Duel Links Meta says, banish Yubel monster from your graveyard and play Elemental Hero Neos from your hand. This skill can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. So yeah, you banish a Yubel from your graveyard and then play Elemental Hero Neos from your hand. Nothing too crazy right there. I think it would have been cool if you could like special summon Elemental Hero Neos from your deck through the skill, but I guess it kind of makes sense because that would be a little bit busted. And apparently you can only use this skill once per duel, but you can use it twice per duel for this version right here. Nothing too crazy right there. It's called Neos Guard, but I don't really see too much of a reason why it is called Neos Guard. It's kind of weird, but it is a neat skill right here. And why I kind of wanted to talk about this version of it, because this version from D Game is more like, sounds appropriate for a Neos Guard, and that's also another reason why I wanted to talk about D Game's version of the skill, because this version does make more sense for the name and then compared to what it is. So this version from D Game's blogspot website, Neos Guard, target one Elemental Hero Neos on your field until the end of the next turn. The targeted monster cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from the battle involving that card. This skill can be only used once per duel. That's why it kind of sounds like that this skill would make more sense, because it does sound like this is definitely a more Neos type of guard. Just sort of skill right there, because you target one of your Neos and then until the end of the next turn, the targeted monster cannot be destroyed by battle and you take no battle damage. So it personally makes a lot of sense to me. I could definitely see this skill being the more appropriate one, and it could be a possibility that Duel Links Meta's version is wrong, but I just wanted to just keep it clear. I don't know which one is specifically right because I'm not data mining the game and all that stuff, but both Duel Links Meta and D Game has been reliable in the past personally for me, so there's that right there. But Neos Guard and this version Neos Guard right here, so you just take it as you will. Tell me in the comment section, I guess, which you guys think is the one that's more correct and all that stuff. And at the end of the day, these are leaks. They are all for speculation as it is, and none of this is guaranteed for all that stuff. So yeah, and we'll know when the Yubel and Jaden character comes later in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So there is that right there. Next skill we're going to talk about is Bond with Yubel. Instead of conducting your normal draw, add a Super Polymerization to your hand from outside of your deck. This skill can only be used once per duel and can be used if your life points are at 1500 or below. So before we talk about the specifics of the skill, we're going to first be talking about a card called Super Polymerization, which is a very iconic card, especially from the GX era, because this card's pretty cool. So Super Polymerization, if you didn't know already, is a quick play spell card. To activate this card, you need to discard one card, and then you get to fusion summon one monster from your extra deck using monsters from either side of the field as fusion materials. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. So there's a lot of good things about this spell card, that's for sure. So of course, the first things first is that the fact that you just, well, the thing that sucks about this card is that you do have to discard a card in order to use it. But other than that, that's where this card gets really good, because since it's a quick play spell, you can use it on your turn or your opponent's turn. Another good thing about this is that you can use monsters from your opponent's side of the field to go into your fusion, which is really cool, in my opinion right there. Potentially, if you're going in like a Red Eyes mirror match, you use this skill and you can use like your opponent's Red Eyes in order to fusion summon into your own monster. That'd be pretty insane. Or on the opposite side of the coin, you can be doing like a Neos fusion mirror match. Or now thinking about it, you can like literally, if your opponent has like a level 4 or lower effect monster on their field, you can super poly into Elemental Hero Brave Neos, steal your opponent's monster on their side of the field, use Super Poly to fuse your Neos in your hand, and then go into Elemental Hero Brave Neos. That's actually pretty crazy too, and I feel like there's just a lot of different ways that this card can definitely be broken in the game. So no wonder this card is going to be very restrictive when it comes to us being able to use the card in the first place, because so far this card is only available through a skill, and the requirements are pretty heavy right there. But Super Polymerization is really cool, and one of the ways to use the card is if you use Bond of Yubel and all that stuff. And this skill can only be used once per duel, and it can only be used if your life points are 1500 or below. So it's very much a gamble right there, but super cool that we at least have a way to use Super Polymerization, especially in ring PvP. That's pretty cool. And what I've kind of noticed too is that Jaden seems to always have these skills that you can use very broken cards in a very limited way. Because now thinking about it, Jaden has Pot of Greed as one of his skills. You use Miracle Draw, that's only compatible with Elemental Hero monsters, and now this Jaden Yubel character is going to be able to use Super Polymerization, which is pretty cool. So that's awesome right there. pretty cool. Next up, we're going to be talking about the release of the ultimate power. Instead of conducting your normal draw, add a Super Polymerization from your hand from outside of your deck. So this is basically a much better version than Bond of Yubel, which most likely indicates the fact that, well, it's most likely a skill that's only going to be able to use against the NPC version of the Jaden and Yubel. Probably when you go against like a level 40 or maybe level 50 version of the Jaden Yubel character, they're going to be able to use the skill against you, which would be a problem. But still, it's cool that we get to see the skill nonetheless, and most likely we're getting the Bond of Yubel skill for the players, and then the NPC is going to be getting the release of the ultimate power. That would make the most sense in my opinion. Last but not least, when it comes to the new skills and the new leaks, is we're going to be talking about a new power. This skill is pretty mediocre in my opinion. At the beginning of the duel, you can add 2 Neospatian Aqua Dolphins to your deck and then add 1 Elemental Hero Aqua Neos to your extra deck. So nothing too crazy right here. If I remember correctly, I believe we have both Neospatian Aqua Dolphin, and I believe we both have Elemental Hero Aqua Neos in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. If I'm wrong with Elemental Hero Aqua Neos, I will post a picture on your guys' screen of what the card is, but I believe we don't have, or I believe we do have Elemental Hero Aqua Neos in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So I'm kind of surprised that they're adding this skill as it is. Maybe it's for players that are like brand new to the game and like they just don't know where to get Aqua Dolphin and Aqua Neo, so you can use the skill to do that. But I don't really see the point of this new skill whatsoever. I really don't. This is probably just like the first skill you can unlock as it is from the Yubel Jaden character once we do get it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So there is what it is right there. I'm not really too enthusiastic about this. Now thinking about this might be a skill for the GX Chronicle event as it is. Well, no, that GX Chronicle event we're getting in July is actually the first season. So yeah, I legit don't know why or how we're going to be getting this new power skill, but there is that right there and all that jazz. And also, if you're wanting to know why I put Neos Wiseman in the background of this video, is because I assume that once we get the Jaden Yubel character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, most likely Neos Wiseman will be the ace monster. It's not confirmed yet, but I thought it would have been fitting to put as the background in this leak video as it is, because potentially the Neo or the Yubel Jaden character is going to use Neos Wiseman as their ace monster. That would personally make the most sense to me, but it could be wrong. So that's not something that's confirmed by the leaks. That's just my educated guess right there. Nonetheless, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links leak video. If you guys enjoyed it and you watched to the end of this video and you haven't already, be sure to go smash that like button on the video down below, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell notification so you guys get notified when I drop new videos. And like I said at the beginning, if you want to support me going the extra mile, be sure to join as a YouTube member. It supports me as a content creator directly and it helps me a lot. So if you want to check that out, be sure to go check that out. But without further ado, thank you guys for watching, and I'll go see you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Peace.